You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Sabe got this bitch off the hand, got this juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach shit. Hey. One way, one way, one way, one way, one way. Coming up on my I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5 but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit.
Till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I be One West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. A showstopper, been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm going them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The war heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas feel like a tire, but down the deep, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because U.P.K. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I get it, nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they ain't You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K. soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. U.P.K. soup solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a piece holding. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K. soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating, why the temple? Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. U.P.K. play for keys, nigga. Command to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I was stalking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. U.P.K. soup solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
I bet when Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening, is in fact the If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake the Ripper. War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real trigger know them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit like it ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
I just wanna see my enemies fall.
Yeah, hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen, never shitting on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my real view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes and all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God I don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my
Shalom, Lord Christ, Israel. I'm Officer Baraki Allah, representing the I.S.U.P.K. We started 1969, Harlem, New York. 1 West 125th Street. We come to represent the law. This is Wednesday night laws class and bring the truth of the Bible that the 12 tribes of Israel are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Tonight's law class title is it's called Pushing Law, Statute, and Commandments, but hold hate for your brother / people. Once again, you pushing law, statutes, and commandments, but hold hate for your brother / people. I should have titled it, you secretly hold hate for your brother and sister. Because you know that's what's going on this week. That's what's been happening this week. I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? We had some interesting things happen this week. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with other camps. You know what I mean? We already know what happened with IUIC. And also I'm going to go into just brothers just even in the school. You know what I mean? Just, dealing with your own people to make sure we don't get into that spirit or whatnot of pushing law, statute, commandments, but also, hating your brother, hating your people, because we see a lot of that going on in the nation of Israel. So definitely, that's what we're here for. That's what the priests and prophets are here for correction. You know what I mean? To walk in the law and by letter and also in spirit and in truth. The pots you gonna read for me? I mean, hold on, let me call this let me call the number, the conference call number. Okay, go ahead. That's where he is. Okay, I didn't even.
You are the first participant on this meeting. Please hold while we wait for others to join.
Yo, man, Abba, you hear me?
Con at a one con.
No, great. All right. We're gonna start it off with 1 John 4:20 through 21. You know what I mean? Just to set the foundation of the law. Christ Yahanna spoke. We walked in the letter and also the full spirit of the law. You know what I mean? Some people wonder why we go to the New Testament talking about the law. I mean, shoot, the New Testament is more law than anything. You know what I mean? But you got to know. But if you don't have the spirit, if you don't know the spirit of the law, you just only looking at a letter, you would think otherwise. But the New Testament double downs on all that. Go ahead, bring it out for me.
Con at a one con. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. First John, the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
He's a what?
He is a liar.
You're a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we got a lot of that, man. You know what I mean? Because what's Israel done come to, it done come to Israelite faith. It's not the truth. A lot of time, the I.S.U.P.K. definitely with the truth, with the spirit of the law, brothers, real brotherhood or whatnot, and not just being biased. I mean, a lot of us sat back and watched a lot of these groups and a lot of what's going on YouTube, and you know what I mean, finding out that we Israelites or whatnot, and we see, you know what I mean, you know, we made our decisions based off of that. But a lot of times, the Israelite faith. When I say Israelite faith, there's somebody definitely knowing that they're Israelite, know what tribe they come from, know about the law, statute, commandments. But that's they only studying the letter of the law. You know what I mean? And they'll cross their brother and sister out any chance they get. You know what I mean? So read that back over again.
Con, sir. If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Right, you're a liar, man. You know what I mean? And it shows in your actions. It's showing your actions, man. You know what I mean? And that's what the Christians do. You know what I mean? Israelite faith, people that's in the Israelite faith, they ain't nothing but another sect of Christianity. That's all it is. What is 66 denominations of Christianity? You go add 67 is up there with the Methodists, the Pentecostals, the Baptists, the Southern Baptists. And number 67 is Israelite faith. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's turning into, because men are starting to think just because they say God, law, we gotta follow the law. Yeah, we've been in oppression for over 400 years, and not celebrating Christmas, the holidays, stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, and all that. Yeah, that's all. You know what I mean? We got to do that stuff. That's the stuff that got us in slavery, that got us in the position we in now. But if you do all that and be pushing all that and just that, and you hate your brother, then what does the Lord say? Then you a what?
He is a liar.
You a liar. And you a liar. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going.
Con. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen?
Hold on real quick. Well, somebody on the line?
Yeah, Con. Young man Brian checking in.
Young man Brian?
Con.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
I got you down. Yeah, right. Okay, so the Most High you have not seen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, has any man seen God anyway? You know what I'm saying? We have that faith of knowing, you know what I mean, of knowing that we Israelites, we have that faith to know Yahweh sits on his throne, that he's the supreme being. But your brother, you see him every day. You know what I mean? To love your brother and walk into that light, that's not an easy task. You know what I'm saying? You can't get so caught up in thinking just because you know what I mean, you become the black sheep of your family. because you're not into Christianity, you're not into Islam, you're not into any of those religions that they into. You know what I mean? You starting to change things up in your life, but you starting to hate your brother even more. You starting to be more of a hater. You know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happens a lot of times. You know what I mean? The Lord that you haven't seen. You know what I mean? Just like what the General Yahanna was talking about, their brothers talking about they ready to die for Christ or whatnot, but they not even ready to die for their brother. They, you know what I mean? That's right there in front of you. You know what I mean? Keep on reading.
Come on, sir. How can he love God whom he hath? To like it, sir. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Right, and that's the question that's opposed. It's a question that's opposed to you know, saying tonight, you know, starting that foundation scripture. I'll go ahead and finish it up at 21.
Come, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him.
And this, hold on, and say, and this what?
And this commandment.
This is Wednesday night. Yeah, that's right. This is a Wednesday night law class. This commandment, that's a commandment, man. You know what I mean? That's commanded upon us. Keep on reading.
Come on. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
Love is your brother also. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been, like I said, the reason why I label this class that, because after the incident happened in Oklahoma City, you know what I mean, I got online and I see the videos that the other camps, other Israelite groups are making or whatnot. And you know what I mean? And they really holding they rods. They really holding their nuts on them. You know what I mean? Like all this hate was harnessed up. You know what I mean? All this hate was harnessed up towards the I.S.U.P.K. That's what y'all, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because we know the deal. We already know that ain't, I mean, you know what I mean? 35 brothers against 4 brothers. I mean, come on. Is that something to even brag about?
Right.
Is that something that you get points off of? Is that something that's commendable? That's something are you really running something like that? You know what I mean? And then the situation didn't even have to go there. They provoked. They supposed to be the nice, squeaky clean Christian boys. You know what I mean? And they're the ones that provoked that. You know what I mean? But we're gonna get into all that. But what I'm saying is that when I started noticing, you know what I mean, everybody's saying, because they see the unity, they see the order over here in I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? They see the militant. They see all that, and they, you know what I mean, they so ready to be reaching to speak evil against us. You know what I mean? And like, damn, that's how y'all feel. People laughing and joking about it. You know what I mean? When they feel, you know what I mean, when they feel, we have the same feelings. You know what I mean? My question to them is, you know what I mean, what else you supposed to do? You know what I mean? If you out there on the corner, you know what I mean, because we I.S.U.P.K, we already prepared for whatever goes down. You know what I mean? This ain't the first time that a multitude of people done outnumbered us and jumped on us or whatnot. We already know when we go out in the street corners on a Saturday that we at straight war. That's why we don't have our women and kids out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't have people that have not been properly trained and in order to be out there. And we're gonna stand our ground. It's like what else? Go ahead.
You know, actually, you know, it's heavy that you say that, and you look at it, we can be laughing and joking and making jokes about them because it took y'all to go get 20 extra men just to handle 4 men, just to handle I.S.U.P.K. You couldn't even do it.
Right. It says a lot. It says a lot about the U.P.K. You know what I mean? It's 4 brothers up there. Everybody, you know what I mean? Anybody that especially if you claim a law, statute, commandments, everybody, we already know if it's 30 something of y'all, and it's 4 of them, it's 4 of us or 4 of them, then you already know that it don't even make no sense to even attack that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It don't even make no sense to even go there. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, well, what is that really proving? Go ahead.
Right.
That just goes to show me y'all scared of I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah, they definitely scared. They're scared of all the You know what I mean? They tired of all the no cowards, all the militancy.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the order. If you notice in other Israelite groups, if you notice in other Israelite groups, they have one popular person,
Right.
but no real ranking system, and claim that everybody's equal or whatnot. But it's no real order. People speaking out of turn. People but it's all about one face of one individual. You know what I mean? It's not any real ranking system with that's not biblical.
Right.
You know what I mean? You come in here as a young man, get raised up all the way up into, you know what I mean, like a military system, because the military got it from the Bible. We just doing what the Lord had the Israelites in the past acted and we got it from Moses.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's always been a ranking system.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what we're gonna go into, because a lot of that stuff is real Christian. You know what I mean? Making fun and be so ready to see the fall of your brother, but that's no fall. I mean, what is that? Okay, 30-some brothers jumped off. First of all, it shouldn't even be a jump off anyway. It shouldn't even go there anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, for real, you got to stand your ground. We stand ground on where we at. For real. And then whatever what the brothers were saying, we stand by what those brothers were saying. You know what I mean? Because I took my time to listen to what the other camps are saying, and they were saying that I.S.U.P.K deserved that, because it's about time somebody doggone laid them down or whatnot. You know what I mean? What you mean it's about time for that? That's what you've been thinking? You've been knowing you were Israelite for over a decade, and you've been harnessing hate for the brothers like that? Because I don't know if y'all seen some of the videos, but like some of those issues that brought out is not even really about the altercation. A lot of those issues about a lot of issues in the past, where if you had a problem, you should have been brought it out.
Exactly.
But you use that moment to bring it out. You know what I mean? You use that moment to bring it out, man, which is no moment at all. There was no fight at all. You know what I mean? That's what we're commanded to do, whether it's a heathen, a brother, a Christian sect, or Israelite sect. You know what I mean? We're going to defend this house. We're going to defend where we at. I mean, what brothers standing with just 4 brothers and standing strong against 30-something individuals? You know what I mean?
Right.
What are you thinking? They love and that come to find out they love to see that. They about time the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Got something like that too. I didn't even know the hate was harnessed. I mean, I knew it was out there, but damn, they hated that much. That's crazy. So that's, you know what I mean, that shows me that, you know what I mean, that a lot of that Israelite faith, man, a lot of that stuff is Christianity, man, with no order. You know what I mean? A lot of them want to get into man worship. They wanted to get into man worship or whatnot. But
Right.
do you not even understand? But you understand all the depths of the scripture. You can break down Daniel 7, you break down Revelations or whatnot, but you don't understand that every period of the Bible, every group that's mentioned in the Bible, they always had a head, they always had order, they always had a head man in charge. You know what I'm saying? They always had a head man in charge. You know what I'm saying? From Moses all the way up to Yahanna. It's always the Lord always choose one man. That's why we don't vote now. That's why all the Israelite groups, what they call themselves One West Council, was only one West.
That's right.
I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? But that's why everybody pushing the don't vote, because you're not supposed to put a king over you. Go ahead.
You got FOPE want to join the stream. I don't know you want to go through that, because they right down the stream. They ain't inviting me in yet.
Mm-hmm.
About the incident.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, come.
Right, that's how we know the voting breakdowns. You're not supposed to put another king, another leader over you that's not your brother, that's not of your nationality. You know what I mean? So I'm going back to that, because what happens is that while we're on this earth and while we're finding out that we're Israelites, we come together, it's gonna be a ranking order. It's gonna be one man under or one man over you. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about I.S.U.P.K bearing false witness and man worship. Well, y'all bearing false witness on us. Is that please show us one time where we are gonna praising General Yahanna on a Yahawashi level. You know what I mean? Please tell him what we say. He the right hand of God. You know what I mean? And then General Yahanna, he always gave homage to Yahawashi. He know Yahawashi over him. You know what I mean? Who gonna play with like that? The day I'm telling you, the day anybody play like that, it'll be over with. We'll never play like that. You know what I mean? Yahawashi is our king. Ain't nothing trumping that. And can't nothing trump that. Real. There ain't no man. It ain't no man worship. It's just simply this is the man appointed for the thing for the leadership of the nation.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And just because we protect that, you know what I mean? You can't bear false witness and say that's just man worship. And General Yahanna, you know what I mean? He didn't send brothers out there to contend against brothers. We get sent out every week to do what? Wake up our people. You know what I mean? To bring them back because the time is only so short. We only got so much time to bring our people back into the law, statute, and commandments. But if a heathen, if a bugged out Negro, if a bugged out group get in that way, you know what I mean? We're gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? We're not bitches. We're men. We will defend this house. You know what I mean? Just like you got the OKC, the Oklahoma City 4, you had the Kentucky 8 also. It was a mob of men came against them too. And they stood their ground. You know what I mean? When altercations happen all the time. We all over the world. We're not just over in the United States. We you know what I'm saying? We in London, we in Jamaica, we in Trinidad, we in Haiti. You know what I mean? We're in some places that we're in Brazil. We're in some places that I can't even name all of them, but we're all over the world. You know what I mean? When you pushing this truth, and when you know what I mean, in the most high, according to the Bible, you're gonna have altercations. But it's a shame and a scandal that we got to get into it with another group claiming to be claiming law, statute, commandments. And that's why we named this class that. You pushing law, statute, commandments, but hold hate for your brother. You don't lost it. That's an oxymoron. That's a damn oxymoron. Real. They were pick me up at Proverbs 28:1.
Tell them one con, sir.
Because you know what I mean, I like real because I'm going. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going into my 7th year of being in the truth. When I you know being in the school, as far as knowing I'm an Israelite, I don't even count them times as an internet Israelite or whatever. I count over time I came into the school properly learning. You know what I mean? Because I found myself as an internet Israelite, I'm all over the damn place. You radical in areas you shouldn't even be radical in. You know what I mean? But what do those dudes? What do those brothers do? The Gabar and his team over there in Oklahoma City, what they do? They stood their ground, man. Real, all that critiquing and everything. You know what I mean? When they was talking about Nate and IUIC, you know the same Israelite groups that was making fun and try to say we was wrong. You know what they'll say? Their disclaimer was say they'll say, you know what, we agree with what they said. I would say I said the same thing about them too, but they just shouldn't never went down like that. So what are you gonna do? If you was in that position, would you pack up and go? Would you pack up and leave? Would you shut down and be like, okay, y'all got it? Huh? What would happen? You would let somebody touch you and don't defend your house?
Right.
Are you trying to say you would do that? What I mean, you know what I mean? Or what's the word? Or you just holding your nuts on I.S.U.P.K. Somebody got something to say?
I got a precept real quick out of one.
Who's the young man Abishai?
Con out of one con.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 19 and verse 14. Thou shalt not remove thy neighbor's landmark, which they of old time have set in thine inheritance. So the whole thing, they was bogus from the get-go. They violated. You know, you got the whole street. You got across the street. you got anywhere in the city. But you're gonna come to where I.S.U.P.K camp at, you know what I'm saying? And set up so close to them, and then encroach on the territory.
Right, exactly.
They was looking for trouble, Adawan.
Yeah, they're looking for trouble. You know what I mean? They took advantage of they took advantage. Oh, there were 4 brothers. We're gonna take advantage. And you know what I mean? That's a full strategic move. They tried. It's not even the smart or whatever. The move they tried to play like that. But now we get into I.S.U.P.K and all the mother. You know what I mean? And they camp banging. They doing this. But I know I've been in this school for going on 7 years, and it ain't never been no camp banging on nothing, man. What is y'all talking about? Those are the false accusations. You know what I mean? The captain, all the way up to the generals, they never told me to bang on another brother that passed by. We teach at 5 Points, Atlanta. Man, that's the United Nation of Israelite groups down there. Now, we was the first ones down there, but doggone, you got GMS down there. You got HOI down there. You got Sakari down there. You got Sons of Thunder down there. You got all type of groups down there, man. We never banged on nobody. Never looked at nobody crazy. Go ahead. Who is this? Shalom, no Christ.
I don't know who he's in. I just chimed in because I was kind of busy at the time, but I was seeing you going into the different camps and saying stuff about the different camps. It's crazy because like 2 weeks ago, right? It was something powerful to me when we went to feed the homeless, right?
Right.
We went to feed the homeless. We downtown. We doing our thing like we normally do. Ain't nothing different. It's what we do. And like it was like one person coming up like trying to heckle, right? And what one of the brothers said, we sitting on it's people sitting on the church the steps. You know how the steps go down. Oh, you got a bunch of homeless people sitting on the steps. And the brother said, hey man, that's the I.S.U.P.K. Them not them purple people.
Right.
And I said, damn, like they recognize that we separate from that. And we come down there to you know what I'm saying, to love our people and to care for our people. So now I just wanted to bring that down. I know you was going, I just jumped in. So I didn't want to break up what you were saying.
Right, yeah, and I appreciate it because we not that. We don't hate our people, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The display, like for real, like, and we're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it. This is Wednesday law class on how you supposed to hold yourself accountable out there on the streets when you're talking to your people. It get pretty rough out there. But the thing is, we don't harness hate for our brother. You know what I mean? We give them chance and chance over again. We don't fall low on them for any type of reason, and we damn sure ain't never fail on another group. You know what I'm saying? But you have to respect. You have to respect locations. You have to respect times and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Where we teach at 5 Points, that's the most ideal spot to be at. But sometimes other camps will be at that spot. As long as they're not there during the time that we setting up, hey, we don't have no problem. Everybody know we've been here for over 8 years in that same spot. Now we come at the same. We come on a Sabbath day, and your camp is right there, and which we have a permit for. You know what I mean? Which we have legal documentations on it, and you're right there. We already know you're trying to cause contention. You're trying to cause strife. Go ahead. Bring them in after this.
Actually, since like 93, 94.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. We can go back to the breaking grounds in Atlanta. Breaking grounds in Atlanta, 95. I remember watching those videos or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like for real, you just trying to cause contention or whatnot. You know what I mean? For you got everything need to be done in decency and order.
That's right.
Go ahead, bring them in on the Posh.
All right. Shalom, Most High, blessed brothers. Y'all can hear me?
Oh, shalom, shalom.
All right, shalom. I came here in peace, Not trying to cause any strife with you brothers.
Right.
2 days ago, a couple of your brothers was on our show from the DC camp. We was trying to work out some issues we had in the past. One of my brothers who used to be in our campus with y'all school now, which I don't have no issues with. He went by the name Bilal. I don't know his new Hebrew name under y'all organization.
Slag, is that where y'all come from? Y'all out of DC?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Is that where y'all located? Y'all in DC also?
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying that you all teach in the similar areas that I.S.U.P.K camp teach in DC also?
Well, the issue was in 2013, I.S.U.P.K DC moved on our camp location for no reason. And we had a conversation with them. We talked to Tazariak, and everything has been documented. And for some reason, Tazariak running around telling lies. He's been telling lies for a long time now. And this is the issue that we've been having about brothers being dishonest about things that happen and things that happened in DC. We never had an issue with I.S.U.P.K until they came on our camp spot and started disrespecting us for no reason. And then they said, oh, well, the issue was with the captain in DC had a problem with Elder Maharakar over an issue about a woman that had nothing to do with FOPE. And we had a 4-hour conversation with these brothers going back and forth. Like, why y'all brothers bothering us? So that was the issue that they saying that, well, when this happened with them, because this been going on, I've been in the truth for 12 years. One camp, FOPE. Never learned the truth from no other camp. Didn't learn it from I.S.U.P.K. Don't know nobody from I.S.U.P.K. My elders are the elders of the House of David that was in the original school, which is the Israeli Church of Universal Practical Knowledge. Okay? I met so many different brothers in this the walk out of the 12 years I've been in the faith. And the war been going on since then. When I first came into the knowledge in 2011, the first camp I was going to join was the Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ. And you know what they told me when I went there in Baltimore and met them? The first thing they started doing was bad mouthing General Yahanna. I said, man, I don't even know that man or know nothing about the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. They was telling me y'all left the school. Y'all was fake Israelites. And then it's a video from 2010 with General Yahanna down in Baltimore and in Lexington Market, where I.S.U.P.K teach. The Israelite Church and God and Jesus Christ try to make a move on I.S.U.P.K down there. They was trying to bully Yahanna out of Baltimore. And this been going on even before then with other brothers when the split started. So most of this stuff is going on because of the old school beef from 30 years ago from the elders. They never worked their issues out. And they passing all their beef down to the younger men from this camp to that camp. This is why they don't like Nate. This is why they don't like Zabak. This is why they don't like Tahar.
Slacky, brother. Did you watch General Yahanna's response to everything Monday?
I watched some of it, but I don't really watch Israelite camps. I really don't do that or study. I do all my own studying and reading. But I know about a lot of the lies in the school because I met a lot of elders. I met Yahanna at the cookout in 2014 when I came up there to talk to Zariak about squashing the beef that we had in DC. And I met High Priest Shaya.
So you say the beef happened in 2013. So 2023, what you all still got a spot? You all got a comfortable spot you all go to?
No, we don't teach. We don't teach in DC no more on the streets. We stopped street teaching for a long time and started studying because the doctrine issues we had with the whole 12 tribe chart and stuff like that. When we started studying, we saw a lot of lies in the teaching of One West. That was our issue. And then we was trying to talk to brothers about working out some of the doctrine issues that was taught back then.
Right. So okay. So it's 10. Then it happens in 2013. Has I.S.U.P.K ever attacked you all? Put hands on you all, hands and feet?
No, not physically.
No, I'm asking for a reason. I just want to know. I mean, because the thing is that some things just have to get hashed out. You know what I mean? Because we are Israelites. You know what I mean? We tribe. A lot of us are tribe of Judah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So some of us is the most aggressive people on the earth. You know what I mean? when we find out this truth, or whatnot, you know what I mean, we learn how to deal with our brother, but we shedding that stuff off of us in the world. But the thing is, we can have a problem, we can have a discourse with another group and differences of doctrine and even locations of camp spots. But that's why I wanted to ask you, have we ever taken advantage of fail or put hands and feet on another camp? Because when we
I don't know if y'all ever did that to another camp, but y'all have bullied other camps off try to bully camps off of camp spots. I got a video on my YouTube channel I showed yesterday of y'all brothers was out there in Pittsburgh and bullied 3 GMS members, literally put your camp speakers up close to them, moved it up next to them and try to run them off the spot.
Right.
And then Tazayak said y'all don't do that.
GMS, you say GMS, you say GMS. You say is GMS. All right, so I'm gonna bring out a precept on that. You know what I mean? Because the thing is that some of those they need to disappear, they need to disintegrate altogether. You know what I mean?
But even if you feel that way, right? Who give you the authority to do that? Because Tazadak, the God sent comforter, he felt the same way about y'all. And who gave him the authority to do that to y'all?
Where is he at right now?
He's in the spirit world because the Most High killed him because he was. I'm gonna tell you why. The Most High killed him because he's a corrupt Israelite leader.
You said the God said, you said the God sent comforter. That's a blasphemy. You know what I mean? That man, that's blaspheme. And then you blaspheming the Holy Spirit. That nigga.
But he's not the only one blaspheming. Because I want to know.
He playing with the Holy Spirit. He playing with the Holy Spirit though.
I understand what you're saying, brother.
But you can't touch that. He's out of here.
Right. I agree. But this is my argument. Who gave any man on this planet authority to be the leader of the nation of Israel around the 4 corners of the earth?
The Most High, for real. You all think that the Most High got 10 Moseses out here? You think he got 10 Joshuas out here? He only got one.
No one man can touch the 4 corners of the earth. No one. Listen, there's people around the world that never even heard of I.S.U.P.K, brother. They've been Israelites their whole life. They never even heard of One West.
Have you ever met a brother who know they're Israelite and never?
Yes.
No. I'm saying I ain't finished. Like, you ever met a brother who not gonna met there who know about the Israelites, but they didn't come through what they call the so-called One West doctrine. They calling Yahweh Shai Yeshua. They calling Yahweh Yahweh. Them niggas
not Yahweh Shai.
No, I'm saying them niggas bugged out and they have no guidance on what the scriptures really say. They're just another set of Christianity. You know
No, that's false, brother. That's false. I'm gonna tell you why. I met many other different Israelites in the walk, and this is what you have to understand about the Lasha One Kodash. What y'all don't understand when you say Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yehoshua, you have to understand it's different dialects of the Hebrew. I study Hebrew. I know Lasha One Kodash. I know biblical Hebrew. Say it again.
I'm just giving you an example because I know some of these brothers. That's how I first found out I was an Israelite through some brothers who didn't come through that One West. Through that One West doctrine, and them niggas is bugged out. They let heathens into the group. They doing all type of abominations that when you read the scriptures, you know what I mean, we have to separate and divide those brothers who cause stumbling blocks.
I agree, but it's not all of them.
Cause division.
I agree, but it's not all of them. We can't lump all of them and say all of them are like that.
Salaki, hold your peace real quick. Let me let this brother on the phone. Go ahead. Go ahead, bring it out. My child. Go ahead, bring it out.
Now, what I want to say is, why is this chump calling up here trying to cause some kind of division? What's his point? Like, he don't even have a point to even be doing this. We teaching a law class.
Right. No, he want to
Now, see how he called me a chump when I said I came in peace? That's what I mean about why we can't agree. The disrespect.
Hold your peace, brother. You know what I'm saying? He want to bring up the issues from 2013, and I simply asked him, okay, well, this sounds like a 10-year beef. I never, you know what I mean? When I came into the school, we hear about FOPE, but nobody never told me that they my enemy. Nobody never told me to go attack them brothers. You know what I mean? The reader, go ahead, bring me out. Bring me a Romans 16:16.
Con out of one con.
I'm
The
gonna bring
book
this
of
out
Romans,
because what it is, we you know what I mean. Christ Yahushua came in the volume of the book. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of people that know they Israelites out here, but them niggas bugged out. Them niggas is everybody's well didn't even know the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So what is there to divide them? It's not a United Nations or the doggone. We not uniting with niggas that's talking about want to rape doctrine. You know what I mean? Because when you unite with that, they're gonna say, well, y'all just like that. Y'all all the same. No, hell no. It's a difference. Go ahead, bring that out.
Con, the book of Romans, chapter 16 and verse 17. Now I beseech
verse
you.
16. Start at 16 for me.
Con out of one con. Salute one another with a holy kiss.
What's that holy kiss? Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Go ahead.
Con out of one con. The churches of Christ salute you. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause.
Hold on. Say what?
Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which
say
cause.
Mark them. Hold on. Well, I want you emphasis on that. Mark them. It say, do it say have a unity camp with them brothers?
Mark them.
Bring them all in. We all, you know what I mean, we all so-called Negroes, and y'all out on the streets, y'all so brave. At least y'all know Yahushua and the 12 tribes. What the scriptures say? The epistles say? Mark them. Go ahead.
Which cause divisions and offenses.
And what?
And offenses.
Man, when you talk about you could doggone rape a 12-year-old, when you talking about a rape doctrine, when you talk about you can have concubines that are heathens, you know what I mean, and go into heathens, and you know what I mean, and all type of bugged out craziness. You know what I mean? What they say do? Mark them and do what?
Which cause divisions and offenses. Contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
And avoid them. So when I look into the epistles, when I look into the scriptures, when you know what I mean, what one thing I.S.U.P.K do is we mark them out. You know what I mean? You like say you're a mark on the streets, you get marked out. Them niggas talking about raping a 12-year-old. We ain't want to have nothing to do with that, man.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? We want to mark them and divide them. We're not the same with them niggas, and we are glad to stand on that. We're never going to be the same. Matter of fact, and we're going to avoid them brothers. Get over there. You know what I'm saying? So when them brothers out there teaching them, you know what I mean? You seen when Polite came up to the GMS camp and got there, they had all type of holes in their doctrine and everything. You know what I mean? When people start finding about GMS and they try, if you don't mark them and show what they causing separation, then they're going to be like, well, the I.S.U.P.K believe in rape doctrine. No, hell no, the hell we don't. Because that's what we put that disclaimer at the beginning, because we are not the same. We would never.
I agree with everything you just said, brother, about the rape doctrine.
But brother, that's heavy. They got so many doggone fallacies in their doctrine. Hold on, real quick. Let me let the officer go. I'm gonna get back to you. Go ahead, Mawasha.
You know, so Henry, you say that you look at a lot of these groups are break off group. And bringing up that Lashwan Kadash, a lot of that's Yiddish that they're speaking. That's not even original Hebrew. That's so-called oppressive Jewish
fables. Jewish fables. And it'll take you 20 years to get this, what you are learning here in 1 year, man. Believe me, I've been there. I've been an internet Israelite that learned from a Christian Israelite group. Well, I ain't gonna say learn, but just kind of just, you know what I mean, coming to the knowledge, and just by the grace of the Most High, I come to find out. Because they'll tell you, hey, they don't mean nothing. We study Hebrew in here too. We got Hebrew class on Fridays, every Friday night or whatnot. But it's brothers that call, and it's not just the GMS. It's other groups also. There's other groups also causing that division. That tell us don't use the Lashwan Kadash. That you can only have one wife or whatnot. Now we don't come into the truth trying to have multiply wives into yourself. but you can't tell a brother he can't have more than one wife. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't be trying to put and then want to push your wife away and marry another and go into adultery. You know what I'm saying? You can't have all these scandals and bringing heathens in. Now you bringing Africans, so-called Hamites in the so-called Africans with the Hamites in the group and trying to cause lump them in with the tribe of Judah, was caused the death of a sister. God, that I mean, how much? We lost the life of a sister, man. You know what I mean? If that's not enough to cause divisions and speak on them boys. Now FOP, go ahead, bring it out before I go get back into the whole class.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was, who do you think was the one who did the rape doctrine breakdown and showed everybody that the word, the posture, not mean rape, it means seduce there in the book of Deuteronomy? That was me. I'm the one that went up against Elder Tahar and challenged him. I showed everybody the precept that was in the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and 15, where it means to seduce. I got many videos back from when I brought it out and showed everybody, because nobody would not stand up to GMS. I the one made a video asking the elders, why y'all not doing nothing about this?
Well, that's why
and I can prove it.
That's why I got it from General Yahanna. Because they you know what I'm saying, they let
General Yahanna didn't get General. I'm gonna tell you how you.
That mean that you be trying, you kicking game to that sister, not damn taking her and raping her.
Listen, he never. Can you show me the breakdown where he did it? I can show you the breakdown where I did it first, and I can show. No, listen, I can show you in the Hebrew where I showed everybody in the Hebrew, and then Nathaniel took it and act like he brought it out.
You've been in the truth 12 years, General Yahanna.
12 years. Right, General Yahanna been in the truth for
been a general since we've been born.
All right, but why didn't he show the people? I can prove that I showed. No, I'm talking about out in the Hebrew. Out in the Hebrew.
False witness.
All right, so can you show me? Can you show me where he taught it to the nation? Though I never seen it done.
Yes, we can show. Yes, we can show you. You looking at him right now? That's where I get it from. I get it from him.
No, brother. I'm asking you a simple question. Do you have a video where he taught the brother, the nation? I'm the one that did it. I'm being honest.
That's why we go. That's why you see that video in Pittsburgh, because we not gonna let no niggas shame the name of Yahweh by Yahweh. In the name and other stuff they preaching also. I'm just using that one example. They got many examples. So it's nothing wrong with us marking them brothers. Get them niggas off the street. You know
so
what I'm saying?
It's okay for y'all to mark brothers, but it's not okay for brothers to mark y'all.
What is there to be worthy to be marked?
What you mean? It's y'all got a lot of things that's going. Listen.
What is the word worthy to be marked? I'm gonna give you before I get back into this whole thing.
All right, because look, I'm just say my piece and jump off, right? Because y'all got doctrines that brothers don't agree with either. Like Yahanna, y'all teach the doctrine of sodomy. You can sleep with your wife in the ass. Can you prove that to me in scripture? Because a sodomite is a homosexual and going up into somebody's rectum, whether it's a man or a woman, and he teach that and says that you can do it.
Go ahead, knock him off. All right, so sodomite is a homosexual, right? So if a man, so let me, I'm just taking what you said.
No, it's an act of homosexuality. A sodomite is an act of homosexuality. Sleeping with somebody in their rectum is an act of homosexuality, whether it's a man or a woman. Whether it's a man or a woman, you sleep with a woman in her rectum, use a sodomite.
Right. So a lot of times we get our breakdown of sodomy from the Catholic Church, Catholicism. You know what I'm saying? The thing
I don't have my breakdown from that.
A man on man. That absolutely that's a sodomite. But if a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I would do it. But if a man does do that, how can he be homosexual if he only did that with his woman? I'm just asking a question.
The Bible says, can anything clean come out of something unclean? The rectum is unclean, brother. It's nothing clean about going to somebody's butt.
No, unclean is not necessarily a sin. If you have sex with your wife before this during the Sabbath day, can you do priestly duties? You're unclean, right? Is that a sin according to the law, or you just simply unclean? If a woman's
no, if you do it to a woman on her period, that is a sin, because it says you discover her foundation, you should be cut off from Israel. That's what the scripture says. So you don't want to discover your woman's foundation.
Without her period, just simply having sex with your rib on the Sabbath day can you do your priestly duties?
No, because you'll be unclean. But I wouldn't do it.
Is that a sin? Is that unlawful?
Is it unlawful to do it? I believe so. I would have to go back and read. I'm not for sure.
No, it's not a belief. So it's not unlawful. It's not just because you're unclean. A woman's unclean on her flower, on her period. That don't mean that don't mean she's in sin. Unclean and unlawful are two different things.
Well, I believe it's unlawful to have sex on the Sabbath. I wouldn't do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what you get into. I believe. You know what I'm saying? For real.
But what I'm saying is, can you show me in the scripture that you can sleep with your woman in her rectum? That's what I'm asking. Because that's your doctrine.
Can you show me that you can? You know, and that's
what
not something
the scripture easy.
That's not something that we push. What the problem is with the tribe of Judah, with the Israelites, is that two men are going up each other rectum. Two men are blowing rods. We gotta stop that before we even jump the goddamn to the damn to what you doing with to a man and a female doing in the bedroom. We own that. That's why
I disagree with both.
That's why the Rainbow Coalition hate us, because we are on that. That's where the A's are coming from. You know what I'm saying? That's where everything coming from. So let's deal with that. We don't want to doggone walk before we don't want to try to walk before we crawl. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but listen,
because you call it I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta. I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta, the city of Atlanta is compared to a small African nation when it comes to homosexuality and AIDS. Now, when it comes to the AIDS rate, so we got a lot of problems with men going into other men's rectums.
That would cause AIDS, right?
Which is a big problem with that.
Right, and that would cause AIDS, right?
Right. So that's what we're dealing with.
Right. So it's the same when you do it to a woman, because you're breaking her anal vessels back there and causing her to bleed. And when a man goes up in there, it's the exact same thing, drawing blood on a woman rectum, brother. It's no different from doing it to a man.
Do you know the percentages on heterosexual male and female when it comes to HIV/AIDS compared to it is less than 10%. Less than 10%. You know what I mean? The problem is just like what the Lord said, the blood gonna be upon them, a man on a man, and a woman with a woman. That's the problem, and that's where we at. You know what I mean? We can get to all that other later, but that's what we're pushing. That's sodomy. You know what I mean? Sodom and Gomorrah. Some things that happen in Sodom and Gomorrah that we ain't even seen happen on there. They raping men. They trying to doggone rape the angels and everything. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bring it out, officer.
Why is a man asking us about homosexual acts? Why you mean to call into here to ask us about homosexual things?
Right. No,
I didn't call here to ask you about homosexual things. I asked about peace, and he asked about doctrine. See, that's the thing. You're not a good listener.
No, we're gonna get to everything in decency and order. Officer Mashallah, what I told him is that I said what's something that the I.S.U.P.K. teach that is off. Give me one thing. And the one thing that he gave me was that he said, General Yahanna say that a male and a female, a man can go into a woman's rectum or whatnot. But we gotta pull sodomy. Go ahead now, hey brother. FOPE. We appreciate your back and forth, but I do have to get to the rest of my law class. You can't.
All right, brother. Most high bless you.
You can't reach out. If you see on Facebook, my name on Facebook in the I.S.U.P.K. Go to Instagram and follow the I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta and Baraka Allah. The same name on Facebook, same name on Instagram, and we can go more into more into the scriptures. But I gotta get more into my law class. All right, but
I'm gonna hop off. I just want to say this real. My name is Shasham. I just want to say this real quick to y'all brothers. It ain't no strife with me. I just want to make peace with all the brothers from all the different camps with no hard feelings, because this thing is bigger than I.S.U.P.K. It's about Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and that's what it's about, brother. Y'all can teach what y'all can teach. I ain't trying to cause no strife. That's why I came on here with peace. Even though some brothers may want to be ignorant and say things about me, it's all right. So peace to y'all brothers.
Right. Before you go, do you have the Bible dictionary at hand? The Zondervan?
Actually, I'm about to get off of work, but I got about 50 different Bible dictionaries, and I don't use the Zondervan.
Let's go to the Zondervan, and we're gonna read what sodomy is before you get off.
Well, I use the etymology dictionary for sodomy, just to tell you.
So that etymology, when you go into that, does it say that when a man goes into a woman behind, does it say that in there?
No, it don't say that verbatim, but I got a whole class on sodomy and talks about a man sleeping with a woman in the act of sodomy. And from what I learned, sodomy is an act of same-sex sexual contact and doing anal sex with anybody, whether it's a man to man, woman, doing it to a man. Because if a woman take a rod and go up into a man's rectum, that's an act of sodomy. That's why
crazy.
I said.
Now that's when you get into that. Now we ain't say we standing on
no,
that.
No, I'm just saying. That's why I was saying that it's an act of sodomy. Period.
I feel you, but when a man does it, I don't see any that's where we can go further to. Like I said, follow the I.S.U.P.K Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook, and you look at that post, you'll see my name, Barack Yahanna, and we can go a little bit more into it and get a little bit more organized on it. But all right, shalom.
I appreciate y'all. Shalom.
All right, anybody wants to bring anything up out? Mawasha, come on, read before I go on to to the rest of the class. Read to me what sodomy is in Zondervan. You got this is Zondervan right here. I already got it right here. You know what I'm saying? Before we go forward, because that issue right there, if that's all you got, then you ain't got nothing.
It seems like a lot of the fake Israelite groups always want to bring that up. Like,
but I'm just saying, but if that's all you got, you don't have nothing. The I.S.U.P.K ain't got no, you know what I mean? What flaws we got in our doctrine? Not saying that we just so puffed up, we just, you thinking I'm biased or whatnot, but I'm just telling you, bring it out. If that's okay, a man can't go into another woman's behind. Okay, you say that's sodomy, but for last time I checked, that comes from the Catholicism. That comes from the Catholic Church. Go ahead and read that. What's the meaning of sodomy before I go into the rest of this class?
Okay. Sodomy.
It's coming out of Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary.
Sodomy. A sodomite was one who practiced that unnatural vice for which Sodom became noted. Though not named as such, it is referred to in Romans 1:27. God strictly forbade this practice. Usually the practice was in connection with heathen worship, and its presence was a sign of departure from the Lord. Both Asa and Jehoshaphat took measures against this sin, but its practice continued until in the days of Josiah. It was being practiced in Yahweh's house.
Mm-hmm. That's it, right, and what's that talking about? It's talking about man on man and woman on woman, man. That's what it's talking about. You know what I mean? When you but if you've been raised, we the children of the slave. When you listen to what the Catholic Church is, the Catholic Church, Catholicism, I tell you, getting oral sex for your woman, that's sodomy. You know what I mean? You ever heard that? Y'all heard that before? I know. I went to Catholic school when I was in elementary or whatnot. They say a man going into a woman's buttocks, that's sodomy. A man is getting oral sex from his woman, that's sodomy. And that's a damn lie, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What the AIDS coming through? What are the curses coming through? Man on man, woman on woman. And that's what the I.S.U.P.K dealing with, man. So you still holding that scripture for me in Romans 16:16?
Con, that one, con.
Put me up at 17. Because that brother, because that brother, he must have forgot about that. Like, for real, we supposed to be marketing. Like, for real, y'all, everybody in the I.S.U.P.K, we already heard about marketing them, which called divisions, right?
Con.
Right. So who on the side of righteousness? You know what I'm saying? Bring that out for me. Start at 17.
Con, that one, con. The book of Romans, chapter 16 and verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't never let nobody tell you that just because these niggas got tribe of Judah tribe t-shirts on with fringes on the bottom, that they, you know what I mean? They our brother, but them niggas is doggone causing divisions. And they causing a stumbling block for Israel.
That's right.
And on some old bugged out stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real. People if we did not mark them what's called division, people will be thinking that the Nation of Islam is more righteous than us. Talking about you can rape a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? People were thinking that people that's in witchcraft is more righteous than us. People will be thinking the whole Christianity was more righteous than us. And we didn't mark those brothers out, man. Read 18.
Con, I don't want to come.
Hold on. This is my go ahead, bring it out, bro. Go ahead.
Is it safe to say, you know what I'm saying? That's like a coward move anyway, because like I noticed, like, you know what I'm saying, especially with the incident that happened over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? A lot of counts like, you know what I mean, just try to be like, oh, we unity, we this and we that. Like, acting like we just like, you know, some kind of soft, feminine family or something. Like, it's like, I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's kind of cowardly to do that, because you want to say that we together, that, you know what I'm saying, you such a coward, or you so weak, you can't even join us. That it's like you like a woman, you just want to wear the name of U.P.K. without being U.P.K. Like it, sir.
Right, you know what I'm saying? They holding their nuts on it, and that's the thing. They delusional. They thinking that everybody see. That's what you do. That's how you become a Christian. That's how it's 66 denominations in Christianity. Israelite faith, other Israelite groups. Y'all becoming the 67th denomination in Christianity, because just because a nigga got fringes, you know what I mean? I know you done went through a whole plight and went through it with your family to start celebrating Christmas and learn about a little law, statute, commandments. But everybody that's Israel is not Israel.
That's right.
Don't they, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all know that? Why y'all don't know to mark them niggas out? Them niggas sending dick pics to each other, and they in an Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas kikiing about sending penis pictures to each other. Them niggas talking about raping a 12-year-old or whatnot. We mark those brothers out. You know what I'm saying? You really delusional if you think, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know how it is. We already know how it is. Everybody's Christian, everybody's Muslim. So when you finally meet a brother that know about the Israelites, you think y'all on the same level. But it's levels to this, man. You know what I mean? You can't be delusional. That's how you're gonna be put in a trick bag. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what I mean? You think you set apart, but the I.S.U.P.K is really set apart. We don't want to have nothing to do with you. That's why before I came into the truth, when I used to be an internet Israelite, I always used to look at that disclaimer in front of the I.S.U.P.K videos. We are not associated with any other Israelite group. Damn, you know what I mean? That's pretty tough right there. But now I understand, man. How can you be? How can you be, man? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Right, because you know they also teach that heathens can be saved. Like you said earlier, you know they let them in their group. They teach them that they can be saved.
Right.
That Esau is not so-called oppressive.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, the white man, not the devil. You be hearing the white man is Esau is the Arabs. Right. You know what I mean? GOCC. They letting folks. They let the devil in the door. You know what I mean? So if we're not gonna go by the Bible, what the Bible says with the I.S.U.P.K, then what? You trying to tell me you making up your own rules as you go along?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Bring
Book
it
of
up.
Amos, chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Exactly. Can two walk together? There's two be agreed, man. Because you already know, man. Christ had that situation up in his day. John the Baptist them. when the disciples came to Yahushua Christ and asked him, "Hey, we seen people prophesying in your name, Lord. What we supposed to do?" What Christ say? Let them be. What? Because you never seen us attack a group. You never seen us run up on nobody in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? We will mark you out now. You know what I'm saying? We will overcharge the ground. We don't need that in Israel. What that brother was referring to in Pittsburgh, them brothers need to be marked out. Forget about it. Casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't make a physical move, we don't make a physical move. Real, but that act that was done in Oklahoma City, 35 against 4, that was a coward move. You know what I'm saying? And you'll never get where you get stripes at for that? Where you get stripes at for that? Why y'all want to play like that? Real, that's a shame and a scandal, man, to the nation of Israel. Go ahead, my child.
As much as I could. It's everywhere you bring it out because the I.S.U.P.K, we show we are so much of not a coward. If you touch a chair, we on your ass. Like, it don't even matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what we're doing for a chair? We did this for a chair. Just imagine if you did something else other than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you crossed that line. You crossed that line, like for you saw what happened with polite. Like for real, we're now saying like we very well trained, militant, and disciplined brothers. But when you cross that line, you're a threat to us. That's why we tell our women and we don't bring our women and kids to that because we know what would happen. We know it's bugged out individuals, heathens, people that hate abortion, hate that we get against abortion, want to throw blood on us, want to spit on us. We already know we can lose it all out there at camp. But lo and behold, these niggas is doggone another Israelite group is against us. And it's supposed to be the soft boys. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be the goody two-shoe boys after us. But they did a very cowardly act, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, you want to see the I.S.U.P.K doing that? We 30 deep running up on 4 brothers. Get the hell out of here, man. Marco, you want to bring something out too?
I know I was talking to a sister one time, you know what I'm saying, and she showed me, like, you know what I'm saying, she showed me a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, I gotta get back into this, but, you know what I'm saying, and she was saying, like, she had a girl cut a best friend or something like that, you know, because she thought that I was, you know, because she seen the shit in David I had it on when I first met her. She's like, oh, you with the purple people? I'm like, nah. I said, oh, okay, because I was going to say, oh, rock it out like that because some kind of way, the sister joined a school, and they say they changed her, and she was married. They made her leave her man she was with and give her one of their men. And he actually was a truck driver, so she got on the road with him because he was a brother in their school. They're like, it seems like if the sister come into their school, they have to leave their man who they with in the world and get one of their men. Like, yeah,
man, that's how they play, like for real. And we got plenty of stories all day. I had like for real, like just not to get too personal, but I got a friend in the world. He's married to an Edomite. His Edomite is a real. I put him on this when I was an internet Israelite. I told him about the Israelite faith, the truth or whatnot, and he had the ear for it, but he had brothers at his slavery that was in I.U.I.C. So he ended up just out of comfortability joining the I.U.I.C. So the I.U.I.C. took him in, and they gave him a time period that either he leave his rib, which he got 3-4 kids with. This is the Edomite. Now I don't condone the Edomite, but we already know, just like with Moses, is that if you come into the truth like that, you're bound to that woman. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You're bound to that woman. So he called me trying to get counsel on it, and I told him what it was, and I gave him a breakdown of what Moses went through. This man started crying on the phone or whatnot, and like, man, you mean to tell me I ain't gotta leave my wife? I'm like, hell no. Nah. You ain't gotta leave your wife now. The Most High take y'all away from me, so that she leave. It is what it is. But you don't like for real. Don't leave. You can't. The Most High ain't gonna tell you leave your family for that. You know what I'm saying? For real, like that. And that's a cult. I know we be saying we cult leaders or whatever. And we take that in pride. But a real true cult will have you not talking to your family. A real true cult will have your mother in the hospital, and just because he celebrate Christmas, that cult will tell you, forget about her, leave her alone. Who does that? Purple Boys does that. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? And they got so much flaw. They got so much flaw with them. Real. They try to say we doing false witnesses because we calling them homosexuals and sissies. But if all your deacons or what we call officers in here, but they got deacons in there, if all of y'all are sharing a dick pic of a brother in there and it's all in y'all phone, you leave me no choice. You leave me no choice. So if we call you all a sissy for that, is that bearing false witness? Because I seen the video. They're talking about y'all bearing false witnesses. It's a death sentence to that. But so you're saying if you and all your leaders share a dick pic, a rod pic, then you're not up for a chopping block be called a sissy? Nigga, please. Go ahead, bring it out, my Shala.
So like my kids, sir. Like you didn't hit on a few points. And like you said, man, sending you dick pics, man, that's against our law. Like we'll never do nothing like that. That's homosexuality.
Never do nothing like that. We'll never do nothing like that.
And then we teach the law. That's why we having this law class right now to tell our black men and women to stay with each other.
Right.
These men are not teaching that.
At all.
They're not teaching us to stay with each other, man. You better stay with that woman. I don't know what you going through. Hey, look, I remember some things with my woman, but I stayed with her. I've been with her 20 years.
Most High in Christ.
Your woman, you just stayed with her.
Most High in Christ.
Whatever, how many years, man? This is why we have to teach this law class, because a lot of these fake, what you call them, internet.
Yeah, internet Israelites.
Internet Israelites. You internet Israelites ain't teaching nothing. We're really teaching the law. We're teaching what comes out of the pipe. So it's very heavy. You know what I'm saying? The water foot class. I'm getting a lot. You know, let's run it with the water for it. I don't want.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know about, because we already know that they act like Christ didn't say if a man is married to a woman and he divorces her without her fornicating on him and marries another, that nigga in adultery. But that's what the whole thing they push, man. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely pointed out division. This is the Bible coming to life. Go ahead, Mama, I'll bring it out.
Well, God, and that's how I know that they're found behind the oppressor. They want to be like the oppressor because the oppressor did the same thing. Jim Jones down in Jonestown. When
right.
All the brothers and sisters down there. He was a coach just like that.
The real coach.
God, and he told them the same thing. Like, hey, look, from here on out, all marriages are nullified. They got to go through me.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to go through you. Don't talk to your mother. Don't talk to your father. Right. They don't believe what you believe. You will never hear the I.S.U.P.K. Well, how you gonna bring your people in? How you gonna be a light to your people? You know what I'm saying? It's a balance on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the real occult. Occult. Put an O in front of that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? We do a play on words or whatnot, but really, this is the truth, man. This is the truth and the light, and this will tell you how to deal with your woman. And we mark those who you know what I'm saying? You know, when you come into the school, divorce your husband and be with one of the brothers in here, nigga, y'all niggas off. And y'all tasting what other men have been. Y'all going behind other men. You know what I mean? The other man have been in that. He done not gonna been with that for years. And now you gonna go behind it and do everything of that, nigga. You was a sodomite. You know what I'm saying? And you should know them by their fruit. You know what I say? You should know them by their fruit. I.S.U.P.K been going on for decades now. We got schools all over the world. Where the niggas at that not gonna deal with a training in I.S.U.P.K? Well, you know what I'm saying? Where's a nigga? Where's one time where we done send we sending ding-a-ling pictures to each other? Yeah, you won't get in there. General Yahanna said you not gonna got a ding-a-ling picture of your phone. You out. he said you out. He don't care what rank you is. You out of here. You gone. You know what I'm saying? He already let him know Monday. You already let him know, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, pick me up at Romans 12:4.
Romans.
Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, if I could, I had two questions real quick. Like to the brother that called in earlier, so he wanna try to find some, you know what I mean, some sodomites and the men and the women, you know what I mean, having sexual relations. You know what I'm saying? That's more knowledge to, you know what I mean, being sodomized. You know what I mean? You been a purple guy telling the women to leave her man so that they can stick their rod. And you know what I'm saying? While his DNA still inside of that's not just sodomized right there. You know what I'm saying? Then the other one, you know what I mean? Like it, sir. If I could, I ain't gonna be too long with it. Like.
No, that's exactly, and we already know the studies show that when you you know what I mean, when a man's with a woman, the studies show that DNA, that seed is in that woman for like 10 years. Now I don't know if we can make it 10 years, but god dang, like for real, like don't even worry about it. Like stick with that man, stick with that family. You know what I mean? We not bearing false witness. Real, we call them boys sodomites and homosexuals and sissies or whatnot. That's the fruit they producing. You know what I mean? I.U.I.C. Them the police boys. Do you know they wouldn't even they on a hate list? They on a hate list right now. It's not because of what they teach. It's because that man that was a ex-member of them shot a transgender through the face because he found out it was a transgender. When they did that, they put them on a hate list. Other than that, they would have been in full compliance with everything. Go ahead, my child.
That's my good, sir. I mean, like, that's really heavy what you're saying because if you really look at it, or, I mean, I could be wrong, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you've been raised by the police, all y'all are undercover police. It ain't no different. You being raised by the police, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's his name? I ain't gonna say his name, but Nathaniel, you know what I'm saying? He was a police.
Right.
All y'all are undercover police. And then you killed my sister George Morgan, and then you out here doing homosexual things, messing with trannies and all this. Like, y'all are disgusting people.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying that.
You should know them by their fruit. You should know them by their fruit, right, Mashallah? You know what I'm saying? Because a tree, because you plant a seed, it seems like you wearing the fringes on the bottom of your Hanes t-shirt. Seems like you know a little something, but when that plant starts to grow, what happens? You know what I mean? That happens, man. And I don't know if y'all know about this or whatnot, but that's a brother that sued Bishop, what they call Bishop Nathaniel, because of discrimination. While he was a head of an Israelite group, he sued him and won for over $100,000.
Like you, sir, you know what they call them now?
What?
General.
Ooh, Nathaniel 7?
Yes, they call them general.
That nigga's a general.
I have to send you the footage, but they call them generals.
That's what I'm saying. That fruit that produced. You know what I'm saying? For real, because like for real, you're one of the head officers in the NYPD, and you got brothers suing you for discrimination. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's an oxymoron. You're a head of the nation of Israel, right? Follow me, head of the nation of Israel, but you got brothers suing you. When y'all remember, I don't know if y'all was in the truth then when Kantazai made that song 30 shekels. 30 shekels or whatnot. That was around that time they brought that article out on how a brother sued them and won for over $100,000, man, for discrimination by Nate. And while he was the head of, he had camps all over the nation at the time. That's totally a cancel each other out. You know what I'm saying? You should know them by their fruit. Straight up. Go ahead, bring that out.
Con out of one con. The book of Romans. Where were we at? Out of one?
12, chapter 12, verse 4.
Con. Book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 4. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. So we being many as one body in Christ.
One what? Hold on. One what?
One body in Christ.
All right, I think they're going on a lot of people's head when people say one body. You know what I mean? Because they got a problem. I also heard they also have a problem with John Yahanna saying that all camps are ordered to come. He's to come to the Passover, so we can get this thing together and get in one body. What other Israelite leader is doing that? It's saying all y'all come together. Let's hash this thing out and let's be one body.
Right.
Because last time I checked, when John the Baptist and them was preaching, when Yahushua was on the earth physically in a human form, that they wasn't part of the body. You know what I'm saying? We got to use those examples.
That's right.
We got to use those examples. What Yahushua had, what we had with all the Moses on up, that was the body of Christ right there. What John the Baptist is doing, that was a whole nother nigga. That wasn't part of that body. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going.
Salaki Adawan.
Go ahead.
Even John, he said, I must decrease so Christ can increase.
That's right. You know what I mean? And people forget about that. People think when it's saying one body, it can that mean 100. That mean 1,000 Israelite groups and 1,000 different acronyms. No Negro, one body. You know what I'm saying? We all supposed to be moving in unison, and that's how I go. Like now, time will tell. These things gonna play out. If it's not of the Most High, it shall fall, and it shall be one body.
That's right.
Whether you like it, understand it or not, man. It shall be one body. So you might as well try to go ahead. Let's get it together right now.
Con.
Keep on reading.
Con out of one con. Verse 6. Having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the promise, Salakia, according to the proportion of faith.
Right. Right. So it's one body. It's one body in Christ, man. It's one body. It's not more than one hands. It's not 10 hands and 30 fingers. It's the regular one body, man. We all got different members, and that's what we got to come back into. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
If I could, so, you know, that's like the scripture spread out earlier about Markle, right? You know, they be like, you know what I'm saying, like bearing the false witness, you know what I'm saying? How could you be bearing false witness? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you following somebody that's damn near, you know what I mean? Like biologically can be, you know what I'm saying, Commander Jimmy Yahanna's son. You know, any other fake Israelite groups too as well, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you following somebody like, you know what I mean? Or even this purple group, like, you following somebody like that came after I.S.U.P.K. And it's like, nothing never click in your mind, like, why would I not just go, like, to the original? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to fit it in, like, make it come out, you know what I'm saying? With the fit. It's just, I can't even make sense of it. Like, how could you not just, you know what I mean, get to the foundation of the truth? Like, why would you want to just, you know what I mean, put all your eggs in a fake Israelite basket, man? It's like it.
Right, because these dudes hate order. They hate climbing up among the ranks. They love coming into one of these fake Israelite groups, and they hate when we say that we have the truth, the 100% truth. We're not associated with any other Israelite group because they didn't see Ezekiel, they didn't see Moses, they didn't see Yahushua, they didn't see Jeremiah, and all them. You know what I mean? Who was up? Who was beside Jeremiah? Them? Who beside Moses? Who besides Yahushua? John the Baptist, and them niggas ain't come to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? It's the same thing on the earth now. Go ahead, Mashallah.
What's crazy is I don't really want to say their name, but the purple folks, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget, y'all got beat up by the Christian church. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, by the women, by the Christian women. Yeah.
Yeah, by the Christian women.
I forgot all about that.
Alabama. We went to Alabama and disbanded the police department, and we had the whole Christian church serve us food. So you ain't doing nothing that we do. You ain't doing nothing. You're getting beat up, but you won't clout messing with us because you know we the hottest thing out here. I ain't gonna say the hottest thing like in the world, but you know what I'm saying? You know we in everybody's mouth. We in everybody's mouth. So now you want to get some clout, man. We the hottest thing out here, man. So.
Exactly, and they want to create these false narratives because you know I listen. We go through and listen so we can bring it out in class. You know what I mean? They want to act like, oh yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, the I.S.U.P.K is jealous of the IUIC, and that can be nothing further from the truth, man. We just marking them out. Man, for real, because they act like they done took the bag. They doctrine that they had. They act like they took the bag. And went far to the left with the truth, man. You know what I mean? With the one wife, with the rod picks, with the adultery, or with the, what I'm saying, as far as like divorcing the man that you had in the world and coming here marrying one of these brothers. That's adultery. You know what I'm saying? When a man has urges and you know what I mean, want more than one woman, he's evil now. But you ain't got no Bible to back that up. Besides in 1 Timothy, you talking about a one man and one wife and one bishop, and we already know what that means. That don't mean that. That's in the law. How you pushing law? You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? For real. When you let Hamites in, when you learn from your original doctrine, Nate. When you learn from your original doctrine, the truth, you already knew that the Hamites, that the Africans are heathens. So the minute you try to go against that, what happened? We lose one of our sisters under your watch. And we're not supposed to let that go. You know what I mean? And we can go on and on and on. It's stuff that I'm not even thinking about right now. But we have to mark them, which cause those divisions, man.
That's right.
Where you got me at on the scriptures?
Romans chapter 12 and verse 7.
All right, go ahead, bring it up.
Con out of one con. Or ministry. Let us wait on our ministering. Or he that teacheth on teaching.
Okay. Go ahead, drop that. We gonna pick me up at Matthew 7:15. Yeah, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real simple, man. We're gonna keep it real simple because like when I seen the brothers laughing online, hi and kikiing, I mean it's like I should expect it, but damn, it's like okay, if we was already if I.S.U.P.K was already flawed up, do like we do, because if we thought your group was flawed up, we would already bring it out. We gonna bring these things out when something happened. When 35 brothers jump on 4 brothers, now we want to bring it out. Now we holding our rod on brothers. Nah, like damn, y'all harnessing hate. Y'all harnessing hate for us, like for real. Like that's what we at with it. Yeah, go ahead, Marshall.
All right, Khan, sir. If I could bring out Isaiah 56 and verse 10, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
His watchmen are blind. You know what I'm saying? So, like, kind of breaking that down, man. Dealing with these other Israelite groups, man, y'all are blind. They are all ignorant. They are dumb dogs, man. They are dumb dogs. They cannot bark sleeping, lying down. when Joy Morgan, when that issue happened with Joy Morgan, y'all didn't bark, y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all didn't have a what not a parade, but y'all didn't protest for her. Y'all didn't do anything. Y'all lying down like a damn dog. That's what a dog do when he's full and he ain't got no more issues. He ain't got no problem. When you feed a dog and you fill him up, he gonna lie down.
Sweep it under the rug.
Somewhere and lie down.
Sweep it straight up under the rug. They swept it straight up under the rug like a dog.
Sweep it straight up. Got no con, sir. They swept it straight up under the rug. Loving to smoke.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I it's a lot to use that one out.
Yeah, definitely. And they, you know what I mean? And they want to use our militancy, which Proverbs 28:1 said, the wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as the lion. The righteous is bold. Look what I'm saying? Y'all know that scripture. The wicked flee when no man pursue it, but the righteous are bold as the lion. Oklahoma City 4, they were bold as a lion. Who the hell looking at 30 niggas and you only got 4 and you standing there bold as a lion? That's a different type of spirit on that, brother. It's no type of drug you could take to doggone to be on that level. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hey, Cuz, that precept so heavy. Could we look at it this way? You know what I'm saying? When you think about like a lion getting attacked by a pack of hyenas, you know what I'm saying? You got 30 hyenas and they still can't bring down one lion.
That's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we don't side with the Romans. It's so much flaw to this situation. These niggas call the police on y'all brothers, and you got other Israelite groups that are gonna try to hold their nuts on I.S.U.P.K. These niggas sided with the Romans, with the Greek. They sided with the Greeks and the Romans, man.
An
enemy combatant, and y'all sided with that. Yeah. I don't agree. I wouldn't call no police on the brothers, but and it should be no but.
That's right.
We already know these niggas are police, man. You know what I'm saying? We already know that they siding with the Romans, man. With Christ, Yahweh's side, he spoke and prophesied against the Romans. He spoke and prophesied against all the nations, the heathens on this earth, right, against great governments on this earth. And that's what I.S.U.P.K. We don't join the Romans, aka America, aka the NYPD, aka the APD. We don't side and we prophesy against them. I mean, and when a brother coming to the UPK and he's with the Atlanta Police Department, he's with the New York City Police Department, with any PD. Matter of fact, he can be into the military. You know what I mean? You know what happens? He come and get this truth, and we give that brother time to get up, leave that mess, leave that madness, because you ain't doing nothing but oppressing your people. We already knew you grew up like the children of the slave, and you ain't know no better. Now you know better. Now you are ordered to leave that madness. You know what I mean? Because we are like for real. Like you just with Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. They sided with George Zimmerman. IUIC sided with George Zimmerman. You know what I mean? When you call, and that's what we be so mad at these sisters. That's not even that's in the world. That's why we be mad at your real, because when they get mad at an argument and you want to get order in your household, what they do? They call the police on you. Woman, this gonna be like this in this household. I don't care what going on. What they gonna do? They're gonna call 12. They're gonna call the police on you. And you know what? And that's what we so mad at these sisters, because when you call the police, then you in the hands of the enemy, and they could do whatever. They could, and you know what I mean? You can Sandra Bland you. They can Trayvon Martin you. They can Freddie Gray you. Right. Why in the hell, if you got all this truth, laws, statutes, commandments, why in the hell would you do that? You already 35 against 4. You know what I'm saying? Neutralize the issue, and why you gotta call that for real? Because you don't care about your brother. You rather see us die, man. And that's the sad thing about it. Y'all the police, man. And they say it's not no gang banging. I'm tired of hearing that name, that narrative too. When you come into the truth, can you claim a color? Can you run up on a brother? UIC? What's up? What's up? Where you from? Where you from? You ain't with the I.S.U.P.K. Can you do that, nigga? Hell no. Ain't no talking about I.S.U.P.K. camp banging. Y'all niggas blame y'all niggas cause a false witness. And I'm sick of it because a brother coming here because we banging on we got the essays and the brothers. They was in the world banging. We was all banging something. Even if we wasn't blue or red, we was banging a block. 2nd Avenue against 5th Avenue. Go ahead.
That's heavy what you're saying because, you know, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, I definitely come in as a former gang banger, right? But coming into the truth, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to bang for my brothers, right?
Right.
And I'm praying for my brothers because they believe in the same thing I believe. I believe in following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. I'm banging for that. Like I ain't saying banging, but just to come from that, to come from this and say, you know what? I got a lot of brothers. I got a lot of brothers in the world that call me. They just still call and chop me or whatever. But I'm gonna fight for my brothers that follow these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. I don't give a damn about none of that. Like that shit don't even matter to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But what matters is my brothers following the same thing, and that's how I roll. And brothers understand. Like you think you would die for a nigga in the streets over 20 seconds of crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna die for my brother over these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's a lot.
We definitely that we'll get to and that's what Yahanna order. But as far as all this banking, like I don't think they understand what gang banging really is. Where you from? Well, you ain't with this group. We gonna bang on that for real. Like and we never attacked any other Israelite group ever since 1969. How the hell you gonna put that? Oh, y'all banging over corners? Like it's a respect thing. Y'all banging over corners and blocks, just like y'all selling dope. These General Yahanna corners. That's where they're trying to create that narrative. But no, it's just a respect thing. We've been here for y'all know we can be out here this certain time. We got a permit for this certain spot or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It like for you trying to cause division by coming on that spot at that certain time. We gotta hash it out. We gotta talk it out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was ever shot. Nobody was ever attacked ever. But they want to talk about we camp banging. You know what I'm saying? But his brother, because you know what I'm saying, you're just harnessing that hate, man. Go ahead, Officer Marasai.
Okay, and just to piggyback off of Officer Mashallah, it's every that he can say that because that's the same thing Christ said. Who is my father? Who is my brother? Who is my mother? If you ain't with me and you ain't in this truth, then how can I call you my brother or my mother?
Exactly.
Or my sister?
Exactly. Like for real, like we about to call somebody who got a rape doctrine, my brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? But they want to skip over what Yahanna said. What about your mama and them outside? Well, who is my mother? Who is my brother? You know what I mean? These are my brothers right here, and you know what I mean? Right here in the I.S.U.P.K. Nigga, this is the Bible coming alive with in front of your face. Right in front of your face. Everything, the scriptures coming alive, but y'all niggas ain't ready for that when the scriptures come alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas mad that we didn't pack up and leave the OKC, you know what I mean, Oklahoma City 4. You know what I'm saying? What y'all mad they didn't pack up and leave? And y'all, just like y'all said them things, like another Israelite groups and all them unity camps, because IUIC. Go ahead.
Kansas City,
Salakia. Kansas City 4. You know what I mean? All y'all other brothers out here that we got the same thing to say about IUIC, but it's just something that the I.S.U.P.K. did. We wouldn't do it like that exactly. Man, shut your ass up, man. For real. You supposed to be standing there bold as a lion also. You better not pack up on camera or just pack up without a camera either. You know what I'm saying? For real. We're gonna let these we gonna let the Christians apologists run and do and whatever they want to do, but they ain't gonna change his truth. It ain't gonna change it at all. Because we stand in firm of what we stand on. We never hurt another brother. We never ran up on another Israelite. I'm gonna keep on reiterating that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And all that history, that brother from FOPE, he called and talking about it's been beefing since 2013. And I simply asked the brother, okay, who we ran up on, who we put hands and feet on, who have we offended on that physical level? Nah, ain't been none of that. All right then, brother. What we talking about? What we doing? You just holding your nuts on I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
I'm glad you brought that up because when it was Captain Cesare out in Washington, I don't remember ever seeing any videos with Cap in DC.
Yeah, but brothers all over the place. I asked him what's going on now. Like I said, brother, it's been 10 years ago. What's going on now? Y'all let the spot now. We don't do too much count speaking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you what, we're gonna end it. We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk, man. I sat back and listened to Israel, and I was surprised of the hate they harness for us. The hate they harness for us, man. When they would have did the same, when they think the same things about these purple guys. They think the same thing. They say the same things, but they mad. But they glad that it was 35 against 4. About time I.S.U.P.K. do that. But we already know God be the glory to us. Them boys, the men stood strong as a lion.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? What else can you do? And you know what I mean? They on the ground and they still popping off. You know what I mean? What kind of spirit is that? What kind of men is raised up is that, man? And y'all want to put count banging on us, banging and banging, when y'all know what gang banging is. Y'all know y'all done seen us out on the streets, and we never approach y'all on a gang banging level. And you know we know how to do that. Right. And we never did that to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? All we asking is for that respect. Don't cross the line. When you cross the line, touch a chair, you can touch a wire, whatever. You cross the line. You know what I mean? It's going to be consequences to that. Just like with polite, a heathen, a mob, an angry mob, or another fake Israelite group. If you cross that line, you touch one of our brothers, touch a chair or whatever, who cares? You touched it. You crossed the line. We have an order. We have orders to upheld, man. You can't do that. And you become a threat. You make yourself a threat, and we got to fall on you. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, whatever, man. We're gonna handle our business. Go ahead. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. My Shala first. Go ahead.
I go let I'll put my Salah. You can go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, everyone. Go ahead. All right. So now what I was gonna say is, like, we love our brothers, right? So we get out there, and you know what I'm saying, every Saturday or whenever, Monday through Friday, you teach classes, all that. You know what I'm saying? We love our brothers, so that's why we giving you the truth. But sometimes brothers need correction. You know what I'm saying? So if you touch something and you break something, you have to get correction. That's brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? It might get a little out of hand, but that's brotherhood. That's brotherhood. It's correction. You shouldn't have done what you've done. And see, that's what don't happen in the black community a whole lot of times. We don't correct each other because we don't have brotherhood. Because if we had that brotherhood, we wouldn't even be following these. We wouldn't even be following these holidays and all this other crazy stuff because we would correct it. So that's just a simple form of correction. You touch a chair, don't do that. It ain't your property. It's not. Don't touch it. Don't do anything. If you touch it, anything you touch, you shouldn't touch it. It's just a form of correction, which that's brotherhood. Because being in the school, I get checked all the time.
Right.
I don't take it personal. It's just correction. It's correction from a brother. I know a brother ain't gonna put no hands on me or nothing like that, but it's just a form of correction, man.
It's a form of correction.
And that's what. Yeah, come on, sir. That's just in the black community. We don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just a form of correction. That's how I look at it. It was just a form of correction.
That's all it is. You don't cross that line. You know what I'm saying? And look, so like that's why they named Cross the Line Radio, because brothers, they told brothers don't cross the line. And then y'all already know when we talk about calling the police or whatnot, that really who would have went to jail? Everybody would have went to jail, or IUIC would have went to jail because they initiated it first. Because you know, if you get in a domestic situation with your woman and both of y'all got marks on y'all, police, they can't figure it out. You know what? We can't figure it out. Who hit who first or whatever. All y'all going to jail. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we know they siding with the Romans. They siding with the police department by their tactics about who got reprimanded or whatnot. Because we seen everybody in the whole Israel seen the video and what happened. Who the only ones that got that was in cuffs? Oklahoma, you know what I mean? The Kansas City 4, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's it. Because they have that going on with them, man. You know what I mean? And we're not blind to your devices at all. Makala, you want to bring something out?
If I could, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like even like when it goes to the point of marking, you know what I'm saying? Like marking them just cause division, you know what I'm saying? Like they always like people keep talking about like, you know, it was just a chair, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, that's our chair for one point, but then it just shows like how people always talking about it's the principle thing. They missed the principle of the chair, and then they also missed the point that, you know what I mean? Don't purple pins reach our area, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're gonna let somebody, you know what I mean, come inside your house and welcome and they gonna touch your door and just open your door and come to your house and be like, oh, it was just the door. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna say, you gonna be like, nigga, what you doing in my space? Lie, sir.
Exactly, and that's why I was telling y'all. That's why Cross the Line Radio is called Cross the Line Radio. All that polite situation. You know what I mean? He's trying to get butt. Just don't cross that line. We would not touch you. You could do everything. You could do all the popping and woofing you want to. But when you cross that line, you have crossed the line. Right. You know what I mean? It's fall on you. You know what I'm saying? It's so much mockery going on. That's why we had to bring this class out. That's why we had to bring this class out on how despicable, you know what I mean, that they so ready to see the I.S.U.P.K fall. But just like I asked the brother for FOPE, what flaws in our doctrine that we have? Because you know what kind of man, what kind of camp can ask that? When I say what kind of flaws we got in our doctrine, the only thing that brother can say is about some man on woman type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that sodomy. Go ahead.
That was the brother from FOPE?
Yeah, come.
They've been on us for a minute. You got
Yeah. Them boys, that's what I'm saying. We're not even watching these other dudes. You know what I'm saying? They want to, oh, yeah, I.S.U.P.K been hating on the purple guys. Man, they not even on our radar at all until we go to camp and we see them or whatever. We got so much work and so much brothers and sisters to wake up and so much orders to accomplish. We're not thinking about those guys. You know what I'm saying? We're not studying it like for real. But if a woman can't see the truth or whatever, you might got more women than us, whatever, so be it. And that's why we're gonna bring out the last scripture. Bring Acts 5:38. Acts chapter 5, verse 38.
John Khan, sir. The book of Acts, chapter 5, and verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men.
Do what?
Refrain from these men.
One more time.
Refrain from these men.
Keep on going.
And let them alone. For if this counsel or if this work, slakia. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
It will come to what?
It will come to naught.
It will come to nothing, man. You know what I mean? Because one thing, General Yahanna, all the way down, and it's not man word. You know what I'm saying? One thing we know in the spirit of the law, that we already know. You working in carnality. You working in you depending on your numbers. You depending on 35 against 4 men. Where it's not of the Lord, and it's gonna come to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let them alone. You know what I'm saying? And we will refrain from these men. I'm Officer Barack Yahanna I.S.U.P.K. I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer Marvin Sharp.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. And if you could, could you download it, put it in the Google Maps that helps with the algorithms of the school. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ishra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, Upcoming holy convocations will be the Feast of First Fruits, Monday, May 29th. You can find that in Leviticus 23:10-22. Remind Akim and Akwas to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Man of Israel, Majab, March Sabat, Majab, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat. No, there's no sisters online. Since there's no sisters online or in the class dismissed. Hold on, slap here. Yamatat, which means hands down, class dismissed.
For so long you've been sighing and crying, begging for justice, and here the Lord is bringing you justice right here to your streets.
CDI.